Hello and welcome back to Real Day Trading. I know it's been a while, but I've had several requests to do a quick video on trend lines again. So I'll try to get this done fast. First, what is a trend line? Trend line is not unique to stock charts. It is a statistical tool. It measures rate of change and the direction of a trend. So it will show you the slope of the line. What is a slope? How significant is that rate of change? A trend line with a strong slope or a high slope, it is a fast rate of change, right? So let's take a look here. Now, first thing, this is Amazon. First thing you have to realize, what is not a trend line? A trend line, the numbers are not static. They are moving as you move along the line. The numbers change, the price points change. Horizontal lines, on the other hand, are static. So if I were to take Amazon and notice that right here seems to be a point of support and resistance for the stock. I look here and it looks like it's acting as resistance right around here, way back in 2019. But then you come over here and this looks like it's certainly acting as support. And then again, it's providing some resistance over here. Several times it hits it. This is right around 101, right? And then if I go to the top, I can see right around here, around 177, it acts as fairly strong resistance. Pops above it, comes back down, pops above it, comes back down. So that means Amazon lives between 101 and 177. That's its general range. These lines, these horizontal lines, they can cut through candles. Doesn't matter, it's just a static price point. If you did a volume profile, you probably would find similar dynamics of that range. Now, trend lines, on the other hand, are different. First, when you're drawing a trend line, you have to go top to top to top, or you go bottom to bottom to bottom. You cannot go top to bottom. You cannot take this line here, which is connecting the top here, to here, over to here, and go, now I'm going to start connecting it to the bottom here and say it's acting as support. No, it doesn't work. Why? Because you need to be measuring the same thing when you're measuring the rate of change. You're measuring the rate of change of the high point of these candles. This rate of change is the slope, which is going down about a 45-degree angle. You do not want the lines to be too steep. This would be an example of a line that is ridiculous and way too steep. Doesn't make sense. You shouldn't have it. Where is that magic point, that line of, it's too steep, this is just steep enough, that Goldilocks zone? There isn't one. You just have to use your common sense that this is not a valid trend line, whereas this is. Next, trend lines do not go through candles. Once they hit a candle, like here, you're coming down, this candle now breaks above it. This line is now invalidated. It is no good anymore. It broke. You can change the color of it if you want to make sure, okay, it's green. This line was broken to the upside. Once it's broken, that's it. It's no longer a valid line. It's already been used. So that's the first thing people seem to have problems with. Second thing, it cannot go through candles, but there are times, like here, where you can see this line here. It's pretty clear. It's going right to over here. You have several times where the wicks poke above it, and then this one outlier pops above it and comes right back down, right? This is still acting as clear resistance here, right until this point where it's breaking above. This is okay. What is not okay is taking a line like this and going all the way through these candles. That you cannot do. That is not a valid line. That line stops here, right at this point. Next, you want to connect to the next natural candle. So for here, the next natural candle is this one. Why? Because if I were to try to connect it here, that would be too steep. Out here, this is the next natural candle here. Same thing here. It goes from this one to this one to this one. I cannot then go, you know what, Now I want to change it and now make it go over to here like this. Oh, that looks like it works. Great. Now let's new resistance line. No, you can't do that because this was the candle that it goes to. From here, it connects to here. So what is the next natural connection on a wick that does not create too steep of a line, right? You don't want it to go like down here. This is probably, this is about pretty much where it becomes too steep. So this candle is, then it goes here, and then from that candle, the next one is over here, then over here, and then it breaks it to the upside. So you cannot keep changing the candles and saying, oh, I want to move this now to here. This is the line. That is not the line. This is the line, not the line. Is the line. Broken to the upside. Line is no good anymore. You don't use it. It's gone. See that? Here. Line on Amazon comes up. Very nice. Good. Now today broke below. Right there. There it is. Broke below that line. See it? There you go. Now, last thing, if the line starts at a high volume candle, meaning it is above the 50-day moving average on volume, which this one is right here. Oh, sorry, this one here is above the moving average. That now becomes an algo line. Algo lines are stronger. They're more meaningful. They're lines that institutions use. You do not want to use, though, as a starting candle, one that just came off of earnings or day after, right? So this could be a trend line, but you would not call it an algo line because it's right the day after earnings. So you don't want to use that. But these over here, perfectly valid algo line, perfectly valid algo line. So now you have Amazon falling below an algo, upward sloping algo line today, and it is resting pretty much on the 15 EMA. This could be a good short. What would I do? Well, the 15 EMA is at 127.85. I would probably put an alert at 127.80, and if Amazon manages to break below that, that would be a good short. Is this now a line of resistance here? No, it is not a line of resistance. Why? Because it was already breached. This line was breached to the downside. You can make it red if you want. There you go. But it is now, now this is a resistance line. No, it's not a resistance line. And no, you cannot connect it to the top of this candle. That's a bottom to a top. No, that's bad. Okay, hope everyone has that now. Practice it, but those are the basic rules. I didn't write them. They're the rules that have always existed in drawing trend lines, except for the algo part, in any data, plot point, anywhere. Those are the rules. That's how you make them. You cannot make up your own rules and make up your own trend lines because, well, you can, but they'll be meaningless. So there you go. And if you have any other questions, you know what to do, and that's this. So there you are. Okay, everyone. Have a good night.